Well, hi again, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of On the Town with both Suz and Doug. You know who Suz is. I think you know who I am. And it's time for another one of our, actually, we're doing a restaurant review,
Yeah.
but we'll let the folks know why we're doing a restaurant review on this platform instead of live. We did one last week when we visited. I'll let you tell the restaurant in a second. We went actually out to the beach and did it from there.
Yeah.
And it was a bit windy. We didn't realize, or I didn't realize when I played it back, the camera picked up all the wind noise, so it was unusable. So we're going to do it now. But you tell the folks where we went.
We went to the Tuscany Italian restaurant in Nokomis.
Yeah, formerly known as Mama Leone's.
Yes.
Most recently changed their name, I guess, within the last year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because, well, we had been there, Doug and I had been there before a few years back.
About what, 10, 12 years ago, it had to be,
About
right?
12, and it was Mama Leone's.
Yeah.
And now
And it's
it's
been Mama Leone for a long time.
a long time and very good.
And of course,
It,
people might know the Mama Leone's in New York City, famous
yeah.
restaurant in the Broadway district. We asked the waitress if there was any connection between the two. She said, "Well, there was some. A
Yeah.
lot of the recipes that were used in that restaurant were actually recipes from Mama Leone's chefs up in New York. So there's a bit of a connection, although not owned by the same people
No,
at all.
no,
No.
no.
So thought I'd clear that up. But anyway, we went there and we had a nice dinner. It was on a Friday night, and I'll let you tell the folks, what did we start with?
Well, it was really good. Doug actually had the Italian wedding soup, and it looked very good. His
It
soup
really was. Yeah.
looked very, very nice. I had the garden salad with Italian dressing. It was really nice. The lettuce they used was a really nice romaine type lettuce. The vegetables tasted very fresh, and the dressing was homemade. You could
Yeah, I'm not a
tell.
salad eater, but it looked
Yeah,
fresh to me on your
it
plate. I
was.
know you get the salad most of the time, and it
Yeah,
looked like it was a well-prepared salad, right?
it was really good. It
Yeah.
was very, very, very nice. And then we sat in a window seat. So
Yeah,
that
nice booth we had, right?
was really nice. So that was quite nice. And they do have music there. So they had live music playing as you ate.
Yeah, man on the piano.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It was just because we remembered the pianist from last time,
Right.
the music, and very nice. And
He was
Carl,
playing literally just about any type of music, going back like 60s, 70s,
yeah,
80s. He also did, I think, kind of a patriotic
yeah,
medley of songs, Battle Hymn of the Republic and
that
America the
was
Beautiful, and people gave him a little hand at the end of that. That was nice. You don't hear
that
those songs too often in public, which we
no,
should.
you should. Oh, absolutely, because and I wish we heard those songs more often.
Yeah, but
They
he was very good. I think there was a different man that came in after when we were having dessert. When we left, there was a different man at the piano. So I
yeah,
guess they continuously have music the whole evening.
it was really, really nice. Yeah, and another nice feature was when we were having our appetizers, garlic bread. They had
Oh
some
yeah, excellent garlic bread. Yeah.
really good, something you don't get all the time
Oh,
in restaurants, Italian
sometimes
restaurants.
they just give you that little plate of olive oil and plain bread, which I'm not a fan of. This was
Yeah,
really good garlic bread.
this was really, really good, and we
Just
also
getting back to the Italian wedding soup you mentioned, excellent. I've had it at another place in town we go to occasionally, the Italian Grill, and theirs is good, but this was really good too. It has the sausage in it and the risotto, I guess, and
oh, it
then
looked.
vegetables, really good. Yeah.
It looked very, very good, and yeah, and then we actually both had lasagna that night. That was really good. The
Yeah,
lasagna,
normally I try and do the lasagna at any Italian restaurant we go to the first time. I know
yeah,
we did it up in Tampa at Maggio's, and then Italian Grill, of course, and other places. And this was really good. I think it said it was grandma's recipe. I guess the
it
chef's
was good.
grandma's
It
recipe.
was
The
really
menu
good.
is what it said, and it
This
was a huge portion.
it was a very large portion, and this one had sausage. So the meat
A
was
lot of
like
meat in it, which
Italian
I like. Yeah.
Italian sausage. So it was really good. it was very, very good. The sauce had a really nice, it wasn't too acidic
No,
or
no, not spicy at all, which I liked. It was very good marinara sauce. I asked the waitress again what kind of meat is in it, and she said it was sausage, I guess ground beef, a little pork, real good mixture.
it was really nice. They
Wasn't too
did.
cheesy. In other words, it wasn't all
Uh,
mozzarella or ricotta. It was enough, but not too much.
yeah, because Doug and I, we've been to places where we had the lasagna, and it was very good, but very, very cheesy.
It's more cheese than meat.
Yeah, very, very. You just feel like you're, yeah, and this, I like this because this one had more meat. It
Yeah,
was more meat than cheese, and you could really, it tasted like lasagna.
yeah,
It
really good. Yeah.
I liked
And for dessert, we usually split a dessert, and I'm glad we did here because it would have been too much.
too much. It
Couldn't
was,
have, neither of us could have finished that serving we got, and it was
yeah,
called a chocolate volcano cake, right? It was really good.
it was really good.
Kind of like a
That
mousse, combination of a mousse and a cake, and then it had what, vanilla sauce and like
the
whipped cream.
whipped cream, it was really nice. It
Excellent and warm. Steam was coming off
Yeah,
it.
it was really nice because sometimes you get it and it's like, this isn't too hot. It's
No,
not too,
no. I know
this,
Maggio's was a hot. We got something similar there, but this was really good. I think this might have been a little bit better.
I think so. I think this was, we were both really impressed with this restaurant.
Yeah.
It's been there quite a few
I guess
years.
at least 20 years, maybe longer, since we've been in Sarasota. It's been there.
It's been there and it's really, I know my mom and dad would have really liked it
Yeah,
too.
I know we had taken your dad there. That's the
My
other time
dad
we were there.
enjoyed
He
it.
seemed to enjoy
Yeah,
it.
and everyone, my dad is from Philadelphia, the home to some really great Italian
Really,
cuisine.
and me
And
from New York, plenty of Italian food we grew up eating in those
yeah,
areas.
Italian
You and
is
I
what
grew up both.
absolutely Italian is was my dad's favorite type food, and he enjoyed it very much. He really loved the food there. I think he had chicken parmesan
I think I remember he had that, right? Yeah.
parmesan and with the spaghetti set. He really loved it. It was very, very
And
good.
again,
So
Sarasota, we've been to so many restaurants, but really, I think there's for a town in Florida, I think the Italian restaurants in Sarasota are some
very
of the
good.
best.
They're very, very good. Very
A lot of
good.
people that have them are from New York and Philly.
Yeah, yeah. It was yeah.
The
These
owners of them, the chefs, are all from New York and Philly, so
up there. They're
they know what they're
really
doing.
yeah. There's some really good. I've tasted some good pizza
Yeah,
around there, so they have some very good pizza around here too. And it's very impressed with a lot of the Italian food
yeah.
in the area.
You
It's
mentioned the entertainment, the music, and the ambiance. I thought was very nice. It's
that's
casual. I put a jacket on 'cause I figured, well, a place like that, but you don't
yeah.
have to. We saw some people in
No.
the shorts and shirts, so I was a little surprised.
Um,
But
it,
you can dress whatever you like, but it's a casual place.
yeah, it's nice
And they had a
because
nice sky bar. If you like
yeah.
sitting around the bar, you can have your dinner there, and there's TVs if you want to watch a ball game or something.
Very nice. Yeah, they had sports on. They had, you had the musicians there. It was very nice.
Yeah, and
It's
our server, I should say server instead of waitress, whatever they prefer. Her name
yeah,
was Helena, and
yeah,
she told us she used to be a chef,
yes. That
so she
was
really
really
knew what she was talking about with the food.
with the food. Yes, it's really and you could see how when she was serving, she knew it very professional.
Yeah, very, very
It's
good.
really good. And very I was really impressed with the experience of dining there. Did want to mention it does have valet parking.
Right, I was going to mention that. Now we're not sure if it's every night. It might just be
Yes.
Fridays and Saturdays. So it's a nice, you
Yeah.
feel like you're in New York almost, or Philly, right? A big
Yeah.
city.
Yeah. Exactly.
Most restaurants don't do that in Sarasota. Some
Yes.
events do it, but not restaurants. So just be prepared, for your
Yeah.
car to be moved about 10 feet away.
Yeah. It is a valet
Valet
park
parking, right. That's a
restaurant.
small parking lot, so I guess they have to do that.
They do that. Yeah. So it
Well,
is.
and then what else? Oh, the iced tea. they did
Yeah,
something different. They gave us a bottle on the table of iced tea, which was nice.
and it was very good. The
Never
iced tea
saw that
was
before, where they actually leave the bottle there for you.
that was really, really nice. And you know, the funny thing was I normally drink sweet iced tea,
Right, right.
and I think I just added one packet of sugar. It had a really nice
Yeah,
taste to
it's very good.
the
Yeah, it's unusual. Usually, they'll bring it to you in a glass and you ask for a refill, but this was like a carafe size, like a wine thing of iced tea, which I thought was a nice touch. So,
It was very good.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a really, it was a memorable, experience
It's a
to
great
go.
place. I mean, there's a little bit of noise, obviously, the music and people talking, but I didn't feel it was loud where we couldn't hear each other. I think it
No,
was
no.
comfortable to talk. You can talk and hear each other.
And
Yeah.
and and what's really nice about the place, you know that this isn't a microwave food
Right.
type. This is
They
really good.
prepare it, I believe. They may have had the lasagna made, but it's prepared pretty quickly for you. I
Pretty
think it's fresh.
quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
Very, very,
And then we'll just get to the prices. People like to know that. And, for a restaurant like that in New York, you'd probably pay double what we paid or more, probably 3 times. But our dinner for two before, tip and all that was 75. That's reasonable. That's not too bad,
yeah,
uh, for what we had.
yeah.
So under $100 today, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good for a nice restaurant.
Most things
And
on the menu were between what, 18 and $30,
I would
all
say,
the items. Steak might have been more if you got
yeah,
steak. You can get everything there. It's not just Italian. You get
no,
steak and I think burgers, and you do takeout,
burger.
pizza as well.
Yeah, there was quite a few people there having pizza,
Yeah,
and that's very good also.
yeah.
Um, Pizza like pizza and salad, or you could have pizza and soup, or just pizza, whatever you
And you
prefer.
can eat outdoors. They had an outdoor section if you
That's
want to
nice.
do that. And it looks a little bit like Tuscany, I guess. Well, Italy it might be
It was
Tuscany, but it looks like that motif, right?
yeah, I
You're,
liked it. Very.
yeah,
It's an interesting place because when you walk inside, you get a very like an Italian feel,
yeah.
an Italy feel in there. It's very nice.
Yeah, I believe a new chef just came in. We looked on the website, it gives his bio. So I guess maybe that's when they renamed the restaurant. I'm not sure, but he's a
Yeah.
well-known, apparently, chef to the stars. So he's worked a bunch of places. So good to have that. And, Sarasota is one of those towns that, the
Yeah.
big name chefs like to work.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's interesting because they do have some uh great great food here. You're absolutely right because celebrities do live
yeah. It's that
area.
type of place now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we should say where it is for people that are visiting, or if you live there. It's on US 41. It's Nokomis technically,
Yeah.
which is a little bit south of I guess what do we give the landmark?
Let's see, south of let's
Well, the
see.
old Sarasota Square Mall, which is no longer.
Yeah.
But there's a
And
Costco there. If you're, on 41, you just go what, about another maybe 5 miles south of that.
yeah, and you just go through Osprey
Go through Osprey, and it's Nokomis. It's on the left side.
on the left
Not too
side.
far, maybe 10
Yeah.
minutes
Yeah.
from South Sarasota County. It's
Close to
still
the
a
beach.
county, but so it's very
Yeah.
easy to get to,
Yeah.
and it's a really good place. So obviously, if you've listened this long, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. What about you? Highly recommended. And
Yes.
again, it's called Tuscany of Nokomis, formerly Mama Leone's,
Mama
and
Leone's.
well worth a visit.
Well
Yeah.
worth it.
I'm not sure you bring your kids there. You can. I didn't see
You
any
can.
children there. Not to
Uh,
say you can't bring them, but it's more probably for mom and dad.
I think so.
Or if you don't have kids, just, you and your
Yeah.
spouse.
Yes.
Great place. Mama
Great.
Leone's, or Tuscany of Nokomis, formerly Mama Leone's in Sarasota.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you again on the town.